Welcome to the Win Anyway podcast. This is your host, Rich Hopkins, the Win Anyway guy. I wanted to talk today about following up and the fact that you shouldn't follow up. At least that's what I've been told recently, is that we don't follow up anymore. Apparently, following up is a term that needs to be banned. It is something that just implies sales. It makes us look pushy. It's essentially a red flag as to what our intentions are. I'm not sure what other verbiage we can use. I'm checking in. I'm reconnecting. I'm connecting for the first time. I just wanted to get in touch with you. Just wanted to say hi. I mean, let's face it. Most of the time, when you're a business person getting in touch with another business person, or a business person at all getting in touch with most anybody that you're not simply just friends with, it is a potential sales situation. And a lot of times, the people you're contacting are in a position where they're going to want to sell to you as well. So I don't know if you necessarily need to change it. Maybe change it up. Maybe switch it so it's not just saying follow up all the time. But should we really fool ourselves and think that just by changing a little verbiage, people are going to suddenly be surprised that we're selling them, or they're not going to expect it? They're going to be okay with us getting in touch with them all of a sudden? People aren't dumb. They know that chances are we're looking for some sort of transactional activity. Now, regardless of the language you use, the big deal is, are you actually doing it? Are you following up? Are you checking in with your potential leads? Whatever your business is, there are people out there you meet, whether in a networking situation or just in life in general, that you need to be going after. There are also cold leads, people you look up, businesses you look up. You find out who owns them. You find out who the managers are, who the buying people are at whatever potential target business you're going after. It's easy to get a list of names, a list of phone numbers and emails, and to let them just sit there. It's easy to go to a networking meeting and gather a bunch of business cards and give a bunch of your business cards out if you still actually have them, and let them sit on your desk. I know I've done this. I've been in sales most of my life, and following up isn't something I like to do because I don't like to come across as a salesperson. So it's tough for me sometimes to follow up, especially in a cold follow-up situation, or I just met you last week for 5 minutes and I'm following up type situation. It's sales reluctance is what it is. It's just like not wanting to get on the phone and contact people you should be contacting. So how do you get over that? How do you make yourself do it? And there have been times I have been successful in making myself do it. And usually that's when I sit and I really focus on why I'm getting in touch with them. Am I getting in touch with them to make a sale? Okay, yes. But why would I make that sale? I would only make that sale if what I have to offer them is of value to them. So I have to stop and think, okay, is what I have to offer of value to them? Why is it of value? What are they going to get out of it? And then I have to go and re-engineer it and think, if I don't call them, what value am I preventing them from receiving? What am I keeping them from getting? And of course, then you get into competitive situations where you may have several other salespeople selling exactly your product. You work at the same company, or people who do what you do, and maybe they don't have the sales reluctance you do, and they're out there giving them value while you're not contacting them at all. And they're not giving them the same value you could give them, even if you do the same things. A lot of times the value, well, most of the time, almost all the time, the value isn't the same. Even if the product is the same, how you service them the customer service aspect, the relationship aspect, it's going to be different coming from you than the person in the cubicle next to you or the person who does what you do in another part of the country. So stop stealing from your customers. Stop stealing the value they could get if you would actually get off your duff and actually make a phone call or send an email. At least make an attempt to contact people. There's so many different ways to get in touch with people and to follow up. People like texts these days, apparently. Got to say, I haven't really tried texting. It's still not my thing, but I will email. I will occasionally make a phone call. Usually, if I'm in a networking situation, I will let them know, hey, I'm going to contact you tomorrow. And then it's a matter of how do you make that connection? I like to connect with people on Zoom versus just the phone. Not everybody's comfortable with that. But I like to schedule Zoom meetings for 10 or 15 minutes. Not to sell, but to explore. To find out more about them, let them know more about me. And sometimes they'll want to buy just when they know about what I have to offer. And that can be enough, just getting to know them. And when you find out what they have, you might suddenly want to buy from them. And neither one of you really have to pitch. It's just a matter of coming up with the right deal, because you weren't pitching. You were simply finding out about who the other person was. If you are wanting to pitch eventually, you still want to get to know people first. Let them know you want to contact them a little bit later on when there's more time, or you want to take them to lunch or some other situation that may be more amenable to pitching than just the initial contact situation. But regardless of whether you tell them that you're following up or you're reconnecting or you're connecting or you're getting in touch, whatever language you use, the key is that you are getting in touch with them. You are following up. You aren't letting a lead just sit there, which is a waste of your potential future income and a waste of their potential future value from what you have to offer. Bottom line, get out there and follow up and reconnect and connect for the first time. Stop stealing from your potential customers and stop stealing from yourself. That's it for today's Win Anyway podcast. If you have any speaking needs, you got a presentation coming up, you want to build that ultimate keynote for yourself, or you've just got questions on something coming up where you have to present and you're not totally sure how to do it, send me an email, rich@richhopkins.com, and we can sit down and talk a little bit about how to make sure your next presentation is fantastic and that you know how to discover, develop, and deliver your best message to your best audience so that you can ultimately have your best payday. Until then, go out, live your Win Anyway life, and make sure today is a Win Anyway day.